everybody, and welcome to Cooler Talk. Today we have a very special guest, April Kelly, with us. And April is about to launch her very own product. And I am so excited because she gave me a sneak peek of her VSL, which I can't show today, but it will be coming out very, very soon. And this girl is on fire, let me tell you, on fire. So, April, you were able to tell a little bit about your story in your video, and I loved the part. I loved because it was candid, it was honest, and it was factual. So, would you like to tell us a little more about this exciting release you have coming up?
Absolutely. I'm so glad that you're thrilled about it. I had to share it, with some couple close friends and family because I just couldn't contain it anymore. But it is so exciting to be in network marketing. I mean, marketing is great and it is a very intense core of the business, but the networking part,
Yeah.
that's the excitement, right? Being able to talk to people and chat with people and build your own community. It's absolutely mind blowing. And again, super, super exciting. So my video that I sent to you, my VSL for my launch, I'm so thrilled that you liked it. It took some time. It
Yeah.
took a lot of emotion.
Yeah.
It was genuine. And I think that we need that, right? Not just to connect with community that we already have, but to connect with people who need to hear and see and feel that they're not alone in this. There's so many people struggling trying to do it and, gain that time freedom or financial freedom or, kind of take the weight off of their partner. And it's sometimes something like that seems like it has to be heavy and intense, but it doesn't necessarily. You can still have fun doing that. And that's kind of the core of all of this, is that we can come together and make this happen running our businesses online together.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I am very excited.
Good.
Really excited to see this release come out, and I'm really excited for people to hear about it. I could tell that what a professional job on that video, and I totally understand the emotionality behind creating that and putting it together. And I love the factual parts about uh, some of, I'm not going to reveal anything in that video, but I just love how you stated reality and that in the real world, it's not always what people think it is.
Exactly. I mean, social media does that to us,
Yeah,
though, right? It leads us to feel as though we have to put on a certain face. We have to show that, we take our kids out every day. We have to show that we bake at home. We have to show that, we're homemakers and we're business owners and we do it with no struggle. And that is not the case.
no,
That's
not at
not the case
all.
at all, right? So a lot of people who make it to the top, I mean, there's so many um, different reasons why they make it there so quickly, and starting from zero is not one of them,
No,
right?
no,
So exactly. So it's a harsh reality, and sometimes getting into it thinking that, you can do this all on your own and start from nothing is is painful when you get in there and realize that the work that they ask you to do is not as easy as they suggested in the first place. And I think, right, it's they go, oh, you can start with an hour a day. Show up to your business 15 minutes every day. But then they need you to go to the Zoom calls and they need you to show up for the meetings and they need you to participate and do this thing, this task that they've delegated to you that's supposed to help, hundreds of other distributors. And you're like, hold on, I still don't know what I'm doing, and I haven't done any income producing activities.
Right.
And right, all of our uplines go, okay, but did you finish the training? Okay, but did you finish all of these things? Those things, they didn't tell you that that's outside of the 1 hour a day you set aside.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
It's extra. It's extra. So you don't realize that you have to. When I introduce myself to people who suggest that they're interested in starting their own online business, one of my first questions is, are you willing to do whatever it takes? And you know how many people are not willing to just cancel their TV show at night? They
Sure.
won't turn off Desperate Housewives or, whatever it is that they're watching. They just won't turn it off.
It's a
And they go,
lifestyle change.
exactly.
Yeah.
And they go, well, I need time to unwind. If you are not unwinding from the thought of making more money every day, then there's a disconnect. And you know what?
Yeah.
You're going to want to chat with somebody else. And that, again, that might seem harsh, but I'd rather be straightforward at the very
Yeah.
beginning with people than have them join something and then get this rude awakening, that so
Right.
many of us get.
Yes.
And it's broken. The system's broken somewhere from the beginning to the first sign up and getting your first team. There's a disconnect in there.
Yeah.
And I had to get my hands on that. I couldn't believe, how long it takes people to build a team. It's wild.
Oh,
It's nuts to me.
it takes a long time. Yes, it does. It's not like, okay, next week I've got things ready and rolling.
Right. But you know what? That's the point of what I've put together here, is I thought there has to be a way. So I took it upon myself to figure out what that way is. How can we really, really take that hour a day and build it with income producing activities that doesn't take away from your training and all of those things? You should still be doing those things. Absolutely. That's
Yes.
the point of learning. But for those of us that have done all of the learning and it feels like repetition, and then you're you're at a roadblock, that's what I've done. I've created something in that roadblock to be able to help people get over that hurdle, that first hurdle that nobody seems to get over with any sort of passion or excitement, or the sparkle in their eye just dies. They see this hurdle and they're like, where's my help? I don't want to go back to training anymore. I know all of the training. So I've actually put together something that is almost like steps, if you will, to stairs for you to get to the top.
Perfect.
And instead of having to build these steps, I've done that for you so that you can. I pulled in members that came to me. I didn't ask them. They came to me.
Yes.
And in a week's time, my own mind was blown. I couldn't believe that they were just knocking on my door, like, can I join your team? And I went, hold on, I have to pause this for a second. Yes, join my team. Let's work together. Let's make this happen. But then I realized, how come people are not doing what I just did in the last month? That was so easy. Yes. If I had have had all of these tools right in front of me. So now I want to give those tools to people.
Yeah, so you did a little problem solving.
Exactly.
Problem solving. Yeah. That's why I'm so excited, because I know about, I know firsthand what it's like to have to go through all of these steps and learn and learn and learn. It's like, hey, I have to start doing now and bringing in some income.
Exactly.
And getting some things to happen. And to create your own program and product like that is just so. I just am so impressed, because not everybody can do it.
It wasn't easy. I had to, step back from other areas, which was not ideal.
Well,
right? Like,
the one part you talked about in your video was, I'm thinking, so tell me about what happened. What made you hit rock bottom?
That's a great question. And I think it's so important, not just mine, but everyone needs to realize how important their rock bottom is. And sometimes it'll make you realize that you have to drop everything and start all over. sometimes it will make you realize that you have to go harder, right? So after being pregnant with my second, she was just like, she was cooking for about 4 months in there. And my husband passed. So now I'm breastfeeding one, I'm pregnant with another, I'm on my own thinking, what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? Like, how, like, mentally, financially, there's so many things. It's such a struggle. I didn't get maternity leave with my second one because of how close we had them together. So I didn't even have that assistance, right? And it was the networking is what got me, because I wasn't shy to talk to people and say, you know what, like, this is my life, this is where I'm at, this is where I want to go. And I just ended up having these beautiful people come in my path, and it continues. My upline is like, I absolutely love my upline. We have a connection. She's watched my children grow up. I've been in this one network marketing company for 4 years, 3 4 years now. And it's mind blowing to me that I consider this woman now family. And within those years, I've gained mentors and teams and groups and all coming together. I didn't realize that being in a, dark, almost windowless basement with 2 kids and zero financial support was going to lead me to creating all of my own things in that moment.
Well, you
But
had a choice. You had a
exactly,
choice. It wasn't necessarily a conscious choice, but there was a major choice there. I'm
exactly.
either going to sit here and wallow in it, or I'm going to do something about it, change it, and get out.
Yeah. And I find it easier to play the um play the game that, my life's tougher than your life. It's so much easier for people to talk about themselves when they're in, a down position.
Sure.
And the more you do that, the more you attract those people. And
Yeah.
we don't all have, I feel like once we leave, a certain age, we stop using our imagination. We stop exploring our own mind, right?
Great.
We stop admiring all of these things that could be. And as soon as that stops, that's where we get stuck. So now I'm constantly telling people, what is it that you want? Don't write it down. Don't think about it. Just say. And it's amazing how many people go, well, I'd like a nicer house, or I'd like a maid, or I'd like my kids to help with the dishes. Those things are not as difficult as our conversations in the past have made them, right? We need to be just saying those things out loud more, and you would be amazed the dishes getting clean. You'd be amazed, a friend or family coming over and either helping you or suggesting that they know someone affordable in your price range to come and help you clean your home. You have to have that conversation, and
Yes.
hitting rock bottom and being willing to have those conversations of where I wanted to go and who I wanted to be and the success that I want to see in myself, not just my children. So many moms do that. I do this for my kids. I want them to have the best life ever. They can't do that when you're the base and you're going nowhere.
Right.
Right? You have to set the base, and we need to realize we are the base,
Yeah.
especially, right? And it goes the same in our business, in our MLMs, our network marketing business, our any online space, right? Being an affiliate, having followers on YouTube, you are the base of your own business. You can't be doing it for everybody else,
Right.
right? You will help other people if you believe and truly share that you've done it for you. Now that people will say, okay, I want that too. And they're going to want to do it for themselves. They're not going to want to do it to impress you. They're not going to want to do it for their family. And now you have this community with the proper connection and base, this
Yes.
network that, again, you've created.
Because it comes from the inside.
It
It
does.
really does. It comes from the inside, and you have to. It's just a little spark that goes off. It just says, "I want something different.
Yes.
I want something different, and I'm willing to do what it takes to have something different."
Exactly.
And that comes from so deep inside. I don't even know if I could describe how deep that comes from, but it comes
Exactly.
from it comes in some respect, it comes from a place of desperation. And
Yeah, it absolutely
you're on
can.
the fence. You're on the fence, and you have to decide which way do I want to go.
Exactly. And
And
you know what? I feel
yeah,
there's emotions and there's logic, and we are so tight knit with logic. Like, oh, I put so much time and energy into this, I can't drop it now. But if it's not serving you, if you're not getting joy, if you're not serving other people that make you happy or that make you want to continue to connect with them, then you have to kind of, because we always say, so too many people say leave your emotions out of it, and a lot of people, right, you can't, they're always there. So now it's up to you to realize those emotions, are they feel good emotions, or are they emotions that I'm going to say, okay, thanks for stopping by, bye, see ya, leave the brain now. That's something that we need to focus on. But this logic that we've been embedded into ourselves from our past and our people and our all of these things, experiences, it can really have a damper on that um, opportunity that you have to create, right?
yeah,
That imagination base
you have to
again.
throw those limiting beliefs out the door,
Oh,
and that is a process. It's hard to do. Uh,
yes,
it's hard to do. Then there has to be a lot of drive there to do it from inside.
right,
And there's some people, some of us needed help with that. To search from within and try to get down underneath all of that, and take a look and face what is holding me back. What is
exactly.
what is wrong here, and how do we fix it?
I
How do
I
we
think
go right? How do we move forward?
that's
Yeah.
exactly. It's so true. It's so, and you know what? That kind of, I'm glad that you brought that up, because sometimes we do need help in those areas. Sometimes we need to realize, do we have a disconnect with money? Do we have a disconnect with people? Do we have a disconnect with ourselves? And I actually added something in, just, for those that really, really want to dedicate themselves to this. So I've provided all of these tools and all of these opportunities for people to be able to take in, with no monthly subscriptions and no suggestions for paid ads, and all of this stuff that's going to cost us monthly. Okay, that wasn't the intention of the product, to get people going that need to get over that first hurdle. But
Hmm.
I also wasn't naive to the fact that when you join an MLM, the MLM is the community.
Yes.
And, with multiple communities, it's kind of like school, and there are little cliques,
Hmm.
right? And if you don't fit in with the clique that you joined in initially, now your money is going to someone, you're like, oh, well, maybe I should switch to this person, or I don't love the training here, maybe I should go there. And I wanted to pull something together that was a general thought in the sense of multi-level marketing. Okay, not general in the sense of business, not that broad, but very focused on, what do you need help with? Where is this coming from? How can we grow from it? And let's make a change. So I've also given an option, and I have a mastermind that I do every Wednesday night. And it's, this program that people can join, again, if they're really dedicated, if they really want to make this happen for them and figure out, maybe they're doing the things, and a couple months has gone by and they can't figure out exactly what's wrong. Sometimes connecting with people, with other leaders that
Yeah.
have gone through either similar scenarios or whatever the case, having those conversations about how we can grow and get past that. I've come up with a mastermind for people to join. I only made it available for 8 spots. I've only got 8 seats in there, because really, from the bottom of my heart, I wanted to give everything to those masterminds. I want to make sure that I can connect with them after the calls and have conversations. And, my time can only stretch so far.
Right.
So I've done that. I've added a mastermind in there, and you don't have to be part of my MLM to come in there and have the conversation. It can be part of anything, right? Skincare, cosmetics, hair care, supplements, maybe you're selling workout equipment, whatever the case, Tupperware, Avon. It doesn't matter who you're with, but there's an opportunity to come and join me so that, again, I can help them personally get through that for as long as they may need.
Well, I don't know anybody anywhere that could do it like you are going to do it. I really.
That's so sweet.
That's how I
That's
feel.
so sweet of you. We all connect in different ways, and when we find our people, sometimes we got to stick to them.
Oh gosh, I wish we had a lot more time to talk, but we're at the end of the hour already, and oh my gosh, April Kelly, people, you need to follow this young lady, and she has she's she has a story of devastation, courage, strength, hope, and action. And I love following you. And if I had more time, I would do more. But I love every once in a while I'm able to get in there and just watch April doing her thing. And,
I appreciate that so much.
oh my gosh, I just so I'm just so proud to know you.
Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet of you.
Oh, you are
You're
welcome.
gonna get me emotional before you go back.
I'm getting all emotional now. Oh God, everybody has a story, and every once in a while, just this bright shining star pops out, and I think you're one of them. So thank you so much for coming here on Cooler Talk. And Crystal joined us too. So
oh, hey, Crystal.
with us. Yeah, and
Beautiful.
with that said, keep your eyes open for April Kelly's release.
Oh, yes, it's happening on Monday. On Monday. It's coming out on the 13th. That's right. We're launching it on Monday. So you don't have to struggle, network marketers. You can be network marketers.
All right. Can't wait to see it. And thank you so much, April. And with that said, everybody, have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining us. And thank you, April, especially.
Thank you.